So good afternoon, y'all. I'm Nia. Welcome to my channel, Leveled Up, Stressed Down. So I wanted to, at some point, I'm gonna do a day and do a film where what I eat in a day. So I do concentrate on eating high protein and low carbs. Um, for those of you who are new here, I have lost, I think it's about 120 pounds or something. I started out in the 300s and now I'm about 184, 185, somewhere right in there. So I'm not really focused on losing weight anymore. I'm just more focused on maintaining and strength and building muscle, strength training. And so I do focus on high protein, low carbs. I was getting ready to make my daily yogurt parfait that I love and that I eat, so I decided why not film so I can share that with others, because other people may want to make one as well. So I did today. We decided to do chipotle, so I had a chipotle bowl with the chicken and protein. That was my protein, and the black beans, the brown rice, and lettuce, and the corn, and the pico, and the guacamole. So it does take me a while to kind of eat some things, and then when I get home, I don't usually eat sour cream. I have replaced that with plain Greek yogurt. So that's what I had. So I did have a whole bowl, but I've already eaten. So I've eaten about a fourth of that. So definitely don't want any more of that for right now. So I wanted to get ready to make my protein, my yogurt parfait, that I usually let sit in the refrigerator for like an hour or so before I eat it. So I wanted to make that now with you all. So I do typically shop at Kroger's and Publix. I kind of switch up back and forth, and Sam's Club as well. So today's I'm gonna put I have my Greek yogurt, which this is the Kroger brand, but it's the vanilla Greek yogurt. And then I'm going to use my little glass so you all can see. And then today I have a taste for granola and pecans, but you definitely have to be careful with the granolas and the pecans because they are high in calories. So I do not have a lot of those in there, but when I want something, I typically eat it if I want it. I just watch everything in moderation. So my berries that I usually get a big bag from berries from Sam's Club. So berries they're frozen, but I had them out earlier so I could get that in there. But they are good for antioxidants and probiotic, in addition to probiotic for gut health. And also be careful with honey. This is honey that I do drizzle in there, but you still have to be careful with that, with using too much of it. So as with anything, too much of a good thing can turn around and be a bad thing. So we're gonna make this. It only takes a few minutes, but I wanted to at least share just so you could see. And then I did do my 10-minute strength training this morning that I recorded a little bit earlier. So after this, I am gonna go get cleaned up and I am going to relax and catch up on some shows and do a little bit of housework. But for the most part, I'm going to relax today. It's been a long week. So as you can see, I probably did about a half a cup of berries or so. And that depends on how many you want, but you can have as much or as little as berries as you want. Usually when I make this, I'm never able to eat one sitting. So eat all of it in one sitting. I typically have to put it in the refrigerator and I'll eat it throughout the day. And that's because of my stomach definitely has shrunk and the medications as well. So a combination of things at this point in life. And the bariatric surgery, so I just cannot eat a lot in one setting. So usually whatever I make for the day is what I'm going to eat all day. So a couple spoonfuls of this. I wanted to finish this one out. I usually go through, this is a 32 ounce thing of yogurt, container of yogurt, and I usually go through one of these a week. So this one is done. I have a whole brand new one in the refrigerator already. So as you can see, so I do like chia seeds. Chia seeds are good for fiber, so I like to sprinkle a little bit of those in there. You don't typically taste them, but they're definitely in there, but that helps with fiber. Because of with being on that medication and Zepbound, it definitely constipation. So that's a real thing. So I like to make sure that I stay up on my fiber. Again, with any nuts or granola, I don't put too much because of the fat content and calories behind it. So I don't really measure anything, but it's not a lot in there. So I can't really tell you how much I just put in there because I really don't know. I just poured it. And then this granola, I typically get different granolas. I don't really care for this one as much. This one is French vanilla and almond. I normally get the regular granola, or it has like a little bit of honey in there. That one is good. This French vanilla and almond one, I don't really like it as much, but it's what I have, so I'm going to finish that one out, and then before I get another one. Be careful with honey. For me, I like honey. I don't overdo it, so I put like just a little drizzle in there. But you have to be careful because you may be on different medications, or you may have different things going on with your body that honey does not work for you. So be careful. But smoothies are easy to make, and they're full of protein, and they're yummy. So here is my berry, if you can see it, my berry granola yogurt parfait with pecans, chia seeds, granola, berries, and Greek vanilla yogurt. So once I give that a good little, I like to stir it up and get it in there, and then I cover it up, and then I put it in the refrigerator for like an hour or two, or whatever the case is, just so it can kind of sit more, because then it tastes good to me once the granola and everything kind of gets a little soft and not as crunchy. But you have to figure out what works best for you. That's the way I like it. So I'll keep it in the refrigerator for an hour or two, then I'll take it out because then it's too cold, and so then I have to sit it on the counter for probably about a half an hour to let it not be as cold and get a little more room temperature. So this will definitely last me all day. I'll be eating on this all day, like I said, due to Zepbound and bariatric surgery. I have a little low stomach, so I cannot eat that much in one sitting, which works for me. So this will last all day, but it is a yummy to me, yummy snack. So it took the place of like ice cream, but I do eat it every day because I enjoy it and I like it. So you have to figure out what works for you. So today I pretty much had my protein bowl from Chipotle that I only ate a quarter of, and probably in a few hours I'll eat a little more of that. And then eat the yogurt parfait. So, yeah, I think that's probably the only things that I'll probably be eating today. And then of course, all the water that I typically drink. I did have my protein coffee earlier this morning. I didn't think about to share how I make mine, but I do make that. I have a protein coffee every single morning, just because I like it. And so maybe tomorrow morning I'll film what I put in there. There's different ways that you can make it. You just have to figure out what works for you, and I'll share how I make mine. So that was the first thing I had. I usually will have like my protein coffee and a hard-boiled egg, but I didn't want the egg this morning, so I just had the protein coffee. But I always, every morning though, I do always drink 8 to 16 ounces of water first thing in the morning. That is my biggest thing. Some mornings, I will drink like Miralax again with the medication. Sometimes, depending on constipation, and I know that's a lot, but it's the truth, I'll drink Miralax. So if I feel like I need that in the morning, then I will make warm Miralax, warm the water up, and then I'll have the Miralax. And I use Mercuric and just to get the warm water and put the Miralax in there and go on about my business. So thanks for joining today and listening to my video. And this is what I wanted to eat today. I'm Nia. Again, welcome to Level Up, Stress Down. And this is life pretty much after weight loss and creating those daily habits. So if you like what you're hearing, please subscribe and hit the like and comment and say hi, say hello. And please tell me what you ate today. What are you eating today? Because I would love to know. So until next time, take care.